Yo, what is going on, everybody? Caveman Jack back for another album reaction / review. We are back live from the studio. Yo. Man, it's been an incredible ride going through the discography of Ghost. Feels like it's been such a journey learning about Tobias's work and just how much effort and love, and you can really just tell through the discography how much his sound has grown and how much more confidence he's found in that sound that we hear on Opus Eponymous and are now at with Skeletor. So we've had quite the fun ride. We started with Opus Eponymous, an incredible debut that really showcased the soundscape that I'd never really come across before. And then moving into their latest work, Skeletor, which is a far cry from Opus Eponymous. It really does feel like two different sounds. Like there's that Ghost element, of course, but it's very different. Going back to Infestisumum, then to Meliora, then Prequel. Then we checked out Popestar. Now, in preparation for Impera, the last album we got to check out, I listened to If You Have Ghosts, the EP. That was really fun. Then I also checked out 7 Inches of Satanic Panic, which has the massive hit Mary on a Cross, which I actually had no idea was Ghost. I'd heard it all over Instagram for ages when it went really viral. And it's only through this journey that I've realized that it was Ghost, which is actually quite funny. I'm really excited. You know, it's kind of bittersweet that this discography, you know, for now has come to an end for what has been a really fun ride on the channel. I've heard a lot of great things about Impera and truly am excited to see how Tobias moves from Prequel, which at this point is probably my favorite Ghost record, into Impera, which then evolved into Skeletor. So thank you to all of you for joining me on this discography dive and learning about this band with me. For those who were discovering the band with me as I journeyed through, I hope it's been a fun ride. And for those long-time Ghost fans, I hope this journey has been exciting and a fun nostalgia trip and ride for you as well. So let's get into it. This is Impera by Ghost. Alrighty, starting off the bat with a bit of acoustics. Very interesting. Instrumental, setting us up in the album. I like how Ghost's transitions are really satisfying. We can already tell this is going to be a fun album. Bass guitar's been really good on this track so far. It's already got that kind of skeletal feel. It's a lot more kind of lighter.
Kaisarion, a manner of love. When love is calling for a brother up above, far away from the stench of the heavens. Long ago, yet too close to forever. When a paradise is lost, go straight to.
Okay. Let's hear him. Very much that skeletal feel. Kind of felt a little bit lighter than prequel. We're kind of seeing as the albums have evolved, the tone slightly becomes less dark in terms of kind of the soundscapes, at least. Not a bad intro track. I think that's going to be a grower for sure. Just that kind of punchiness. It's a very feel-good track, I think. But definitely need to go back to that one. Yeah, even this, like, so much lighter.
Through benediction, you try to rid your mind of malediction. But through all this time, you try to peel it off, and it's such a ride. Your desolation led you into this vile incarnation of consummated bliss. I know you need it now to make you feel alive. All your faith, all your rage, all your pain, it ain't over now. And I ain't talking about forgiveness. All your faith, all your rage, all your pain, it ain't over now. It's the cruel beast that you feed. It's your burning, yearning need to breathe the spillways. You keep a casket buried deep within. You try to mask it,
Loving that piano,
but
man.
fall back in sin. You wanna shake it off, but you're stuck inside. When stripped of racks of skin and spine, you medicate corpus they terminally dispelled. And it's such a ride.
Yeah, very much those 80s kind of guitar solos here.
It's the cruel beast that you feed. It's your burning, yearning need to bleed through the spillways. Through the spillways of your soul.
I find with a lot of Ghost songs, especially in their later work, well, Skeletor in particular had a bunch of songs that, through repeated listens, they grabbed me. Spillways is interesting. Like, the song started, and you're trying to wrap your head around it, and there's time that second verse came and the piano was back. There's just a point in Ghost discography, I think, where it just kind of hits and it just grabs you. And those classic Ghost tendencies, really, you look out for them, and when you hear them, it just hits, you know. And I feel like when I was going through Skeletor, there was a little bit of like trying to work out where the songs landed with me on a first listen. Impera so far has a couple of those kind of soundscapes where you're like, you just feel the catchiness and you can't help but fall into them quite easily. And it's very easy to listen to. You know, it's a real far cry from some of the more jarring sounds of Ghost's earlier work. Spillways is very catchy. It's a shorter track. You know, you're hearing it and you're kind of going, man, I can just imagine how incredible a song like this would be live. It makes me so excited for hopefully the opportunity to see Ghost one day. a very acoustic Metallica feel. The instrumentation I really like. Roughness to it.
Call out in the middle of the night. For when else would I hear you? Fall out in the cold starlight. I can save you if you do. You'll never walk alone. You can always reach me. You will never ever walk alone.
Right, this is a great song.
Little sunshine, call me Mephistopheles. Light up in the middle of the day. For how else could you see me? Ease up to the hunter from the prey and transform indefinitely. You will never walk alone.
Okay, you will never
You can always reach me. You will never ever walk alone. Just call me little sunshine. You will never walk alone. You can always reach me. You will never ever walk alone. You will never walk alone. You can always reach me. You will never ever walk alone. You will never walk alone. You can always reach me. You will never ever walk alone. All you gotta do is call me. Call me.
Very classic notes like organ.
Call me. Little sunshine.
Yeah, best track on the album so far. By far. There's that classic notes to it right now, man.
Just call me. Little sunshine. Little sunshine. Call me Mephistopheles.
Yeah, that's a classic in Ghost discography. That song, as soon as the kind of really brooding, melancholic feel of the guitar came in at the start, it just built from there. Truly a really fun track, and it captured a bunch of the classic Ghost tendencies that we love, and it just packed a punch. The instrumentation had a bit of grunt to it, had a bit of feeling, and you could really fall into it. It just felt like a tough song. This next track, Hunter's Moon, I also believe they released as a single for one of the Halloween movies.
It's been a long time coming. I'm coming back for you, my friend. To where we'd hide as children. I'm coming back for you, my friend. Though my memories have faded, they come back to haunt me once again. And though my mind is somewhat jaded now, it's time for me to strike again. It's a hunter's moon. In the old cemetery, I'm dying to see you, my friend. Though my memories have faded, they come back to haunt me once again. And though my mind is somewhat
much going on, and I felt like I was struggling to find a point to grasp in that song and let it carry me throughout the rest of the song length. The progression wasn't as catchy as some of the earlier tracks on this record. And also just that chorus, like it's a hunter's moon, and then all of the sounds that went around that line were just, it was just so much. Again, repeated listens may change that for me, but on a first listen, it was just a very overwhelming song. Yeah, it just wasn't as memorable as the tracks preceding it for me. I think coming from Call Me Little Sunshine as well, which just had this really complete sound, going to Hunter's Moon where it felt a little bit more messy. Okay, I like this start. Here is very tough.
The kaleidoscopic visions we've seen tell of lot lines of top notch. The predestinated will dispatch while your realm has rotted on our watch. Looking for the watcher in the sky, for the light of our Savior is Machiavellian ray, and in the sheen of his splendor there is a better searchlights, looking for the watcher in the sky. Searchlights, looking for the watcher in the sky.
Watcher in the Sky just, it was a pretty long song, and I felt like it potentially went for too long. I also found like I wasn't falling into that track as much as I had earlier tracks on Impera. Instrumentally, it just didn't feel as concise and focused. And I think the chorus was repeated too many times. I feel like at a certain point, I wouldn't say that it got annoying, but at a certain point, I felt like I'd heard it. I felt like we were missing a piece or an element in that track that I was just hoping would kind of get in a bridge or a section. Being such a long track, I was just waiting for that moment, and unfortunately, I don't think I got that on a first listen. Damn, this is very interesting sound from Ghost.
mockers. Tell them all this is war, and not fighting a war is for suckers. Assassinate. Gather the tools to disintegrate. Hate. Reaping the seeds as a reprobate. I'm number one, you're number two. You got a lot of God's work to do.
Wow, very theatrical this one. Very theatrical.
Singing in a rain of pennies.
Love this bridge solo. Man, 20s is a very wild track. I respect and appreciate the fact that Tobias went down a lane. I don't think I've heard him sound like on a Ghost song before. So real credit to him there. Not sure if it landed for me, but I think it was also the most jarring sound I've heard on this record so far, and I appreciate that. And I also think that sometimes lends itself to definitely repeated listens and definitely gonna go back into that one because it was a lot of fun, but I just don't know if it landed for me. It's been a very interesting ride, Impera. It feels similar to some of the feelings I had on some of the Skeletor tracks, and I just know how much that album grew on me. Like, I still really enjoyed Skeletor, and I think on a first listen I enjoyed Skeletor more so far, but then I also remember just how much that album grew for me with future listens. So Impera could very much well be that same sound or same feeling that I have to kind of go through as well. It's still very, very early to be able to say that, but
When the summer dies, severing the ties, I'm with you always.
I'm sad. I don't think we've had a ballad yet, so
Will you walk the line? My path serpentine. Remember always that love is all you need. Tell me who you wanna be, and I will set you free. There's a darkness at the heart of my love that runs cold, runs deep. The darkness at the heart of my love for Will you spill the wine to summon the divine? I'm with you always.
verse.
Always.
Sounds good.
Tell me who you wanna be, and I will set you free. There's a darkness at the heart of my love that runs cold, runs deep. The darkness at the heart of my love, so bold, so sweet. There's a darkness at the heart of my love that runs cold,
interesting track for me. I loved the verses. I thought the instrumentation on the verses was beautiful. It was so heartwarming, and his tone and delivery was very warm. The chorus itself didn't grab me as much. I was bummed because I was really excited for the chorus. I just don't know if like that like that space, it just, I don't think it matched the warmness. I know it's a huge expression, like that's that kind of celebration and that punchiness of the chorus, but just felt like there wasn't enough going on instrumentally in the chorus that I think matched my feeling towards the verses. So I looked forward to the verses more than I did the chorus, which I don't think is a sign that I appreciated the song as a whole. So that one there, again, a very conflicting feeling about that track and how it hit me personally on a first listen. But again, the verses and his tone, beautiful.
Suffering for the Lord is not an easy thing. Be it a conjuring so ordained and adored, so immaculate. Ooh, so with the dead, you wanna play with the Messiah. You wanna view from the spire. You wanna see by the fire and never ever suffer again. I'm your rock, baby. Ask yourself, ooh, are you righteous? You wanna play with Messiah. You wanna view from the spire. You wanna see by the fire and never ever suffer again. Holy Mother, you worship the sin from my feet.
Well, I did.
Holy Mother, you shine like the sun and the moon and the stars in the sky. Holy Mother, you worship the sin from my feet. Holy Mother, you shine like the sun and the moon and the stars in the sky. The world rests heavy on your shoulders. Holy Mother, you shine like the sun and the moon and the stars in the sky. You wanna play with Messiah. You wanna view from the spire. You wanna see by the fire and never ever suffer again. You wanna play with Messiah. You wanna view from the spire. You wanna see by the fire and never ever suffer again.
All right, we're going to let this next song roll into the final track on the album.
Walking Dead was quite a scene, wasn't it? Full of lies and misled. We're promises by the pit. We will break away together. I'll be the shadow, you'll be the light. Nothing ever lasts forever. We will go softly into the night. We're leaving the city, so this is farewell. Goodbye, Seven Sisters and Saint Jezebel. If you were sent, so we'll still go ignore. Now we have to pretend.
Liking this
We didn't see what we saw. With the curtain unveiled, to the sound of applause, that the king that we hailed was the Wizard of Oz. We will break away together. I'll be the shadow, you'll be the light. Nothing ever lasts forever. We will go softly into the night.
I reckon that was a really fun outro. It was really good. It had that punchy weight. Impera is a very interesting album to me. I think going through the different records, it's been quite the journey. And I've learned so much about the tendencies and different elements of Ghost that I really love. I think a fair chunk of that album we'll have to go back to and kind of have those repeated lessons like I did with Skeletor. Skeletor on a first listen connected to me more. But these two records, Skeletor and Impera, kind of feel like they're a bit more aligned than the rest of the albums. I understand that, it's evolved and the way the sound has evolved, but they do kind of feel like that more 80s like sound is very prevalent on these two records, especially. There's some tracks off Impera that off the bat are incredible, like Spillways and Call Me Little Sunshine are incredible songs. Like I love those tracks, and Call Me Little Sunshine is a classic Ghost track. There's a fair few tracks on this album that I definitely need to go back to because on a first listen it was either too jarring or it just didn't connect with me. There was elements of some tracks that I loved and then other elements within those same songs that just didn't grab me. So it's been an interesting ride. Nonetheless, I've loved going through these albums and it was incredible to go through Impera, the final record that I need to check out. I'm actually going to be watching the Right Here, Right Now movie as a result of listening to all these records. So I'm so excited for that. And I'm so excited for the day that I get to see Ghost live. Because even on these tracks that I'm not really connecting to on a first listen, hearing some of these songs live, incredible. Incredible. Ghostwood just put on a fantastic show from the videos, messages I've seen, people that have actually seen Ghost. telling me just how incredible it is to see a ghost show. So I'm excited for that day. I want to say a huge shout out to Tobias for the incredible work that his discography has presented. Some of the ghost tracks I'm just in awe of. And I'm so grateful that I've gone on this journey and super thankful that, for any of you that joined me on this journey. I really, really appreciate you guys coming along for the ghost ride. And I thank you from the bottom of my heart. It's been a fun ride, and it's incredible when we kind of tick off a discography on the channel. It means a lot to me. So thank you so much for checking out this series. If you enjoyed what you saw and want to see more, hit the subscribe button and join the community. That was Impera by Ghost. What a ride it's been. My name is Caveman Jack. Take care, and I will see y'all in the next video. Cheers.